Good morning, boys and girls. Today in social studies, we are going to learn something new or review something that you might have learned about last year. So let's look at the learning target. I can look closely at a map so I can locate the state I live in. I will know I have it when I identify where I live and explain why the state is important to me. We can talk about any vocabulary that we need to, but I have some vocabulary that's also on the learning target that I'll show on a couple of slides down. These are geographic tools, and you may not have heard them referred to as geographic tools, but they're tools that we can use that show places. This is a map, and it's a map of the United States. So every state that is in the United States is on this map. This is a world map. So all the places in the world is on this map. This is an awesome map. It even has raised places for mountains and valleys and canyons. And this is a globe. It's a model of the earth, and we will look at that. As part of our lesson today, I've already showed you geographic tools, but I want to talk to you about that word and what that word means. So we're going to talk about some vocabulary. Map is a flat drawing of a place or a part of the world. There's a tool on a map that tells us which way or direction is on that map. And that's called a compass rose. And if you look at the picture on the slide, your direction can be north, south, east, or west. There's another tool on a map, and it's called a legend or a key. And it shows the symbols that are on a map and what they mean. That can help you when you're trying to read that map and learn information from that map. Our focus today is what can we learn by reading a map or a globe? They are geographic tools that show us places, and there can be information within that map or on that globe. And we're going to look at map skills on the video that you will see on the next slide. If you click on the white arrow, that will play the video, and there are map skills within that video. I've also included a Brain Pop Junior video about map skills just to review what are we looking at when we're looking at a map and what are we learning from reading this map. The next slide is just me looking at a map, and I want to share my thinking with you. If I look at the map, the first thing that I see on the map is that Kentucky is green. I also see Tennessee is south of Kentucky. Some of you might have traveled to Tennessee at some point in your life. You traveled south if you went to Tennessee. The next thing that I would think about on this map is that there's a lot of blue on this map. And I might ask myself, What does the blue represent on this map? Did you guess? It's water. I just think that's so neat to show all of the water that might be on a map or a globe, and it's always in blue. I want to talk to you about what you'll be doing today. This is your independent practice, and it'll be set up in the Google Classroom. I want you to look closely at the United States map, and I want you to try to locate the state you live in. And then I want you to think about why that state is important to you. You will answer these questions on a Google form in your Google Classroom. So think about it as you read the map closely. And lastly, comes to the reflection part of our lesson. That's at a time in the lesson, whether it's reading, math, writing, science, social studies, you're thinking back on the lesson. What did I learn? What did I discover today? Or where did I get stuck? Or that part of the lesson was really hard for me. So we will talk about that if we need to. You can contact me, or we can talk about it in our morning meeting tomorrow. Just let me know, Miss Roy, I got stuck during my independent practice. That was hard for me, and we'll talk about that. But for right now, enjoy your day of learning.